Welcome to another replay review. I don't have all too much time because the server's going to be shut down for an update. Not sure if I have the replay left, but I will try to get the first few plays covered. I hope we watched the game already, and yeah, I will try to get like some of the more important stuff going. We have here Sovereign with his Monarch practice game, basically to get some of the subs, get some sub testing game. I will go over the pre-game a bit and then just to the highlight moments. So far I can cover them.
Minions have spawned.
And we have here the attempt for an early gank, which is not used, but that was actually spotted anyway. So basically wasted attempt that will result in an early disadvantage. We see here the small Cyclops will be done. Monarch will capitalize on that, and we basically already have a disadvantage due to that missed gank. Mid lane, bit focus traded out, soul lane, Monarch soul lane, and disadvantage here for the moment. Small Cyclops got stolen, second one also. One could have been, however. Now we have the full wave clear, also red buff invade. Basically now trading buffs overall. So in the first attempt, ADC already lost his first wave. Basically also both buffs on this side. On the other side 2 buffs traded, so 2 for 2 buffs. Overall, slight disadvantage. However, better gold split in middle and in solo lane so far. With the elemental stun, to be an overall advantage. Here we have an interesting attempt on the blue buff steal, especially with the whole team being missing. So that is actually something that should result in a kill. It does not, because nobody is body blocking, covering the option for the dash to be blocked. So in that case probably we could have get our first blood if somebody, especially solo lane here Gamma, would have stayed and blocked the attempt to dashing away, so may force a worse angle on the escape, or even get like kill them. That's probably the best attempt for first blood we had for the first 3 minutes of the game. We get the second buff secured, so we have left side completely controlled by dual lane of Monarch, and solo side completely dominated by Soph. So far, overall better, not weak because both middle objectives are taken away anyway. Wave to wave, we already see a good XP advantage, mainly coming to the fact that the ADC got mainly poked out. Early boxing trade not in favor because 4v3. Level difference. We have here item starting builds. To remember these. Nothing special here about the strategy. 3-man grouping, and basically that's the build up on the game. I will do it to the first blood, and then I will start from play to play. A bit early game is always crucial, and to get a good overview about what happened. Gold is even at that point, that's what you can see, but the XP disadvantage is already there. We have 1 level in support and ADC, mid lane 1 level, and the other 1 level. Mid lane fight, we had the gank attempt from Thanatos with the ultimate. The top ult actually not hitting the target needed. The cat ult really does not result in anything, poke traded out. Missed attempt on the pole, that's basically it. Still dual lane is trading. And we get ourselves back to farming orientation. We have major advantage here on 2 more automations with 3v3. This gank, dash attempt, and that's basically it. Good pull, and that's basically it was a forced fight, engage, maybe to make a play, but 2 ultimates not being available, that wasn't a fight to take ever. A good idea too. Even if that blood hits, it may get 1, may force a piece or something. we lose our main goal. Now we will come close to our first team fight. That's the first big trade in the game, and where we also have more than the scenario. Get the here. Attempt to crack nothing in the center. The pull gets denied by the vortex effect of the pool. So stepping in. Kill secured. Throwback gets pulled again. It's a 4v1. Basically nothing you can do anymore. Apollo's rotating in with ultimate. So we can get ourselves a counter rotation. It's outnumbered 5. So pool is placed well to zone away. Monarch splitting here, and that's basically sacrificing one player in that case. That split up basically turns into 2-4-0 trade into a 2-4-1. Good interrupt on the side, but can be countered anyway again. And we got ourselves a 2-4-1 trade, with the first blood being made already before. So we have an early advantage for Monarch here. If they get back, they get their first items done. We see here Ram already on his timing, close to getting his boots, and here one of the next items, usually the best spot to back if you start with boots, will turn into an equal, which will pay out later into the match. On the other hand, we have Thanatos and Toss both on 1700, enough to finish out boots, get some pots, and start the new item. We have some aggression that's not bringing anything much to the table, just pointless for taking, I would say, especially with low gold being in hand. Secures the Oracle, so then I will skip now to the first gank on the solo lane, which makes evens the game. And yeah, I will cut that out. So we're back. This is the second play, or at least the build up for the second play, at the solo lane gank. That actually ends up in a bigger fight with a trade overall. Not really trade, but Surf gets 2 clutch kills and gets back into the game. It is a bit not perfectly played on both sides. That's basically why it came out the way it is. We have Athena just coming back with her teleport, getting her breastplate tier 1. On the other side, Amma got her boots finished, so slightly disadvantaged in power here and defensive structure. Teleporters up in a bit, so dying here or trading here would be beneficial. And then we have Thanatos and TakeT coming into play. Thanatos has the better items finished with boots already, has more power, and Hydra Star, so 60 power in total. Does not pay off in the end, but we'll get it rolling. Spectator bitch. So Athena's clearing, enemy side has blue buff done, so we can assume that the jungler was somewhere in the area, especially if he's not appearing anywhere else on the map. Elementals get done, unnoticed, and TakeT is setting up her gank. On the other side we have Thanatos going for the elemental tracking, and we have a rotation over, so we get here a check that 2 people are rotating, the gank is already in progress. The ultimate gets picked up, Thanatos is trying to get into the gank again. The kill is already secured the moment the poison hits that was secured. He gets the size off, and then Death Size gets blocked by a minion, basically avoiding the full invade. Overall, not the best attempt, and then Aquila not shooting through the glyph and does not secure any kill, especially if the damage is too low. That was basically the trade. That was the first kill on Athena was pretty much not avoidable, but we had the situation where Thanatos goes in, could have secured the kill again. That would have been a 1v4 situation. Getting 1 kill would be in turn 1v3. With ultimate down, there's no way to escape that. That was just an overall poor decision to engage there. Probably just considering the solo lane. and making sure the wave gets actually pushed would have been better. Okay, I will get into the next one. I will speed it up a bit, don't need to cut that out. We have here a dual lane hunter trait, which turns out is quite an extended one. We have here the fight into the minion wave. After hours fighting through, we get the melees, but it takes a lot of damage. Each auto shot dealing 20 damage in addition. Get to normal speed. Now, that was a hunter 1v1. Stays a lane to appears that is not something you want to see dive. But on the other hand, in that moment, support spots the rotation of 2 and more players. No ward here to support the further rotation. Good automation avoids has the chance to get the return kill. Missed that out. Silvano should be able to secure it. Ram is here dead. Anyway. Full misses, but Sunhub is already rotating. So we have again good engage. 1v1 hunter trade that is won by one side. But again an overchase. The kill will get chased. Due to Sylvanas, the moment Sylvanas gets spotted at that point, that should have been a weak withdraw from the gank attempt. And we basically just traded 2 for 1 for a fight that was won. The Ram would have needed to return to base, and Apollo would have won to get his Devourers online. Could have farmed one more wave, or so could have get his Devourers online, had a lot of his HP left to win the game. The over a trade and get more out of it than getting that one kill for the team, and basically losing 2 people in the return. Winning trades is usually at least as good as getting a kill, especially if you're risking to trade out. We have the response, red buff gets stolen again. Overall, there wasn't much to take here, but like getting a 2 for 0, it would have been an option to get for Gold Fury at that moment here. We get the oracles. The opposing team is actually not there, the vision is there to spot any rotation. That would have been a good Gold Fury attempt, maybe would have gotten spotted earlier, but I would like to see the attempt there. Could have been an 8-minute Gold Fury, especially with Athena being able to ult over. That could have been an 8 to 9 minute Gold Fury call and successful secure. So we actually have an even game once again. XP and gold pretty much even. Despite that Monarch already won 2 fights, Sovereign won 1 fight. So, I will go over to the next one. That will be 10-10 around. Have to see. Yeah, we have here basically a good initiation by the support snack bar. Before we have a rotation, possible attempt for a rotation got sniffed out, so withdraw from Ram. Now we have the perfect pull, good beat as well. That was actually not much follow up, but great pull, forced the beats. That does not really pay for the next fight, but it would have been a good attempt to get the... Now we have a rotation. 2-man grouping, Athena coming in. Throwback with a plug, setting himself out of position against 3 to 4 players. The other side, the one of gets served. Both supports are in danger to die here. And infectable. The crack basically secures the kill, takes a bit of damage to the others, but it's already a trade. Oh, no, but it will be a trade in a second. We get another cleanup, and Julian took too much damage there. Gets cleaned up. We have the 2 for 1 trade so far. And in fact it will turn. They have overall. Yeah, we win on the other side. The hunter trade, I will show that in a few, was actually a bit unlucky. But gets the chase. This is the chase you can take. There's nothing that can surprise you at that point. And it's an easy kill secure, nothing like a weird unwarded attempt. Okay, I will rewind time And just to notice again, buff got stolen, so the fight is won. All you get out of it is one buff. Sure, you lose your hunter and a trade there. If that not happened, you probably had a Gold Fury shot here. Again, Monarch had good vision at that point anyway, but they just choose to fight poorly and ended up being bad. So I will rewind time and we will see that Hunter 1v1. Because that was actually somewhat interesting and pretty close, as you can see here. So we come back to the Hunter 1v1. That's a bit longer. I will just speed up the less important part. We're way clear on both sides. Getting the overall end. On item base, just you have to see, we have Devour's Gauntlet barely stacked anytime soon. And on the other hand, we have Ikeru, which is a lot more power at the moment in Spike, so every trade taken is probably in the favor of Ram, even though he has no lifesteal. But the power difference and the attack speed difference without passive or stay rate is definitely in favor of Ram. And we will see that this thing. Also, red buff versus purple buff means an overall hunter boxing advantage. We're starting off with some good attacks from Ram, getting counter attacked by Apollo, focusing here on the hunter, actually hitting every basic or nearly every basic. Good for him, but you can see that it's not making any difference because the equal passive was stacked already. The damage was low. We have that mid lane team fight. Good return damage. Another basic that hits. He's going into the ult to secure the kill. Won't be able to happen. Maybe happen. Hit the second. Good protection increase. Does not save you there, but could have potentially saved you. Then we have another trade. He's out of mana. Gets the basic attack right before the ability So Beautiful hits. Gets casted successfully. Really close hunter combat, but gets won anyway, and that was overall just a fight you cannot take, especially with not basically gold, but equal with those 25 stacks Devour's Gauntlet. Probably not gonna happen. You could see how much basic attacks were hit by Apollo, but in the end it did not matter at all. Good tower damage in the end. Okay, we will skip a bit forward and see you then. Okay, we are to the next play. That's actually a Hunter 1v1, but I will show it you out of the perspectives of the jungler and Hylian here. Because he makes a decision that actually ends up being relatively smart. It is maybe a misdecision here by Ezekiel. It will result in a lot of objective play and relatively good objective calling. And we will see it will be a relatively long play. I hope I don't have to stop it again. So we have Hylian going into the air. The aggression in mid lane got withdrawn. Turning over to the late side. Getting spotted by the ward, but however, the Hunter 1v1 is already done. Apollo tries to get another trade and he actually lost again. And Hylian takes up the last hit at that situation. Now we have one pick up, two opponents in middle lane, two were trying to gank the solo lane. So we have the right objective call here. It will end in an interesting fight. The objective call was the right thing to do. Athena will ult over. Maybe should have ulted over. The Poseidon ult hits home. It's a bit too early to steal, but deals a lot of damage. Sobek engages on his own here again. Not a good showing. And we're taking trade out. Monarch will reset here and group up. We see the meditation coming out. That's meditation hitting all the players home. Rafia split up. 1 on red buff. Now the good engage Gamma. The focus here is the tank anyway. We get the attempt on getting a killer down the top. The one gets cleaned up. There's not much we can do. That should be a retreat call, especially the hunter is in the backline, but has a little chance to actually make a kill. It will be further chased here, but we see the dash being blocked. Athena basically helpless at that point. Of course she's tanky and all, but she has no escape left. Her town was under. Another Taurus ultimate is actually not hitting the target it want to. Got avoided by the dash. The plug hits, pulling him into a bad position. He dashes out, gets interrupted by the ultimate from TakeT. Rumble ult, try to return some damage and get the kill on the tank. He will also sniper that, missing the second one. Now the only hero play here is the Thorn. Getting all opponents in the ocean, slowed by the basic attack, he gets cleaned up by Julian. These Thorns reflected a lot of damage, and in the end it's a close survive, it's less than 30 HP. And we have a 2v3 chase again. And yeah, that's great. Servers just got closed. I expected that. I hope the replay is not gone. If so, I hope at least these few plays are very helpful. Well, I would try. It's the new update that get applied, it's a hotfix, so we'll see if the replays are still available. And so long. Farewell, guys.